What's up, y'all? It's Kater Dot, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how I made my closure wig. So to start everything off, I'm going to be using 3 bundles of straight Brazilian 613 hair. I got them from AliExpress, so I have 3 of those, and I have a 4x4 closure. I would have used the frontal, but I kind of wanted to do the closure this time, and that is in the inches 14. My bundles are in the inch 18. Then I have 2 different dyes. I have French cognac and Cajun spice in Adore, and Adore is the only type of dye that I use. And I have a big tub of hot water, so then I'm gonna put my dye in there, and I'm doing the watercolor method. So I'm gonna start off with the color Cajun spice for my bundles, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in the water and mix it up and make sure that everything is separated, not separated but blended. I don't want any chunks of dye in the water because then it makes spots on the bundles. I don't know if you guys ever tried it, but it makes spots on the bundles. So I'm just gonna stir it up and make sure that everything is stirred up correctly, like Kool-Aid, y'all. So that is what I am doing. So the water is kind of clear, so I'm just going to add some more dye to make sure that the dye sticks to the hair and the hair is of color that I want. So I'm just going to keep mixing it until I feel like it's dark enough for me to start dyeing the hair. So yeah, y'all, I'm going to start with the first bundle, which is in 18 inches. So now I'm just dipping the hair in the water. And I kind of dipped the tips first to see like what the color would look like. And I kind of liked it, so I just went on and submerged the hair in the water. And it took the color really well. So I'm pushing it down, you guys, just pushing it down into the water so that the color takes the whole bundle. And I think that it's been in there long enough, so I'm just checking to see if the color is the color that I want. And it's still kinda light, which I understand now that I wasn't gonna get it any darker, but I'm just wringing it out because I'm taking out of the water. And I'm gonna add some more dye to it, because I really wanted to get it dark. I really did. So yeah, I'm adding more dye. And hopefully, I was hoping, I'm not gonna say hopefully because it actually didn't come out dark like I wanted it, but I was hoping that it was gonna come out dark because I did not want bright orange hair. So I'm just preparing to dip the hair in there again after I added more dye, just to see if I can get it darker. And you guys see that I didn't really like that orange, and it was still kind of blonde in some places. So I just wanted to dip the hair again just to make sure that I wasn't getting a bright orange. I wanted like a really burnt orange look. Now I'm just gonna take it out. Just gonna prepare myself to take it out because I couldn't really do nothing else about it except get a darker dye, and I was not finna do that. So I just went ahead and took it out. It did get a little bit darker, but it wasn't how I wanted it, like I said. But all in all, it came together pretty well. So I'm just making sure I'm bringing it out so I don't mess up this carpet, honey. Now I'm on to the next bundle, and I didn't really add more dye this time. I just dipped it on in there. I don't know why, but yeah, this is the second bundle, y'all. And at this point, I was getting tired. It was 12 in the morning, and I was tired. So if it looks like I'm just moving slow, I was moving very slow. Like, I was so sleepy. So at this point, I realized I needed more dye because the water was basically see-through. So I needed a little bit more dye. And so that's what I did. I added more of the Cajun color, the darker orange. I added more of that and hoped that I was going to get a dark color. As y'all can see, I'm just repeating the process over and over and over again until I have dyed every piece of hair available. So now y'all, I am blow drying the roots of the hair, my closure. I'm blow drying the roots of my closure, just trying to see how the color would look in the front, because I don't know, it's just a habit of mine. So I was just combing out the roots and trying to see how it would look blow dried and dry, because you know some hair gets darker when it's wet and lightens up when it's dry. So I wanted to see how it would look dry, just in case I need to make it a little bit more darker. And I didn't really have to, because it wasn't that bad. It's close to the color that I wanted, so I was pretty satisfied. So yeah, what I was doing, the blow dryer was on, so it kind of dried the hair in the front. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just blow drying the frontal, because I wanted to see how the hair would truly look dry. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. This hair here sheds, and I mean a lot. It shedded so much this whole process. I just thought that I didn't even want to wear it anymore, but it sheds a lot. Now I'm about to start slowing my closure down, and that's really the easy part, slowing down the closure. It's not really hard. You just sew it down on the sides and around. Just follow the track of the closure and you should be fine. And you leave the front open, so like you don't sew down the front of the closure. So now it's time to sew my tracks on, and this part really takes the longest for me because I like my tracks to be laid down neatly, so it really takes me a long time. So what I'm doing right now is just knotting the corner where I started my track, and I'm just knotting it to make sure that it doesn't come loose once the wig is all put together. And that's about it. is after one track has been finished. I was just showing y'all how, I started everything off. Here I had finished the first bundle, and the bundles were really thick once I started sewing, so this is a lot. I think I could have just used 2 bundles if I would have spreaded them out on the cap more, because the wig is very full and I usually like thinner type wigs, not too thin but thinner. But this is the first bundle. This right here is the wig after I finished. I'm so sorry you guys that I didn't get the whole process. My phone had died and it was 2 in the morning, so I was just like, I'm just gonna finish this and keep going. But basically what I did was finish sewing it down and I cut the cap underneath, and that is about it. Here is the finishing product, y'all. Thank you for watching.